All right, morning everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host Tone Vays. Still dealing with the keyboard issue. Unfortunately, that's going to be probably for a while, as long as I'm staying in Africa, maybe. And I don't want to pay another $2,500 for a laptop right now, so I'll probably end up waiting until Black Friday. So I'll figure out what I'm going to do when I get to another place. But for now, if I do get back home, I'll have my workstation, so I won't need my laptop keyboard. So I don't know if I'll be traveling, but we'll see, probably as of September. All right, that's why you're gonna have like the shittiest camera because I don't have enough USB ports. All right, guys, let's go to the charts. This will be a lot easier because I don't have the live market to deal with. I did get off the stream yesterday and enter a bunch of trades, but I was late. I totally missed the 10 a.m. reversal. I got off the stream and the market was running away from me, so it was very unfortunate. I don't know if I'll be doing streams anymore during the live market hours, because if I'm going to start trading, because I don't get any, I don't make any other income right now. So the only way I can make income is if I start trading again. That also means that I wouldn't do videos during live market hours because I'll be busy trading. I'm also going to be a lot harder to reach. Yeah, I'm in South Africa. I don't know how long I'll be here. I have a flight to the US in a week or in 10 days or something, but I gotta see the situation. I gotta see where it's better, here or in the US, and I'll make the call probably the day before my flight. All right, still feeling good, no symptoms, so that's good. And I'm not exactly staying at home either. Like I'm still like kind of going about. I think it'll be okay here, and it's kind of warm. All right, guys. Here is the S&P 500. It had this is the S&P 500. It had a really good rally yesterday at the close, but look at it now. So all of this rally yesterday has already been wiped out, and it's possible that they close the market again. No, it's only 3% down. There's no breakers there. So I'm assuming this is where we are. I'm assuming that's the latest. How low can Bitcoin go? I don't believe it'll go lower than $2,000. Yeah, that's where we are. It's weird that it's not moving. Oh, it just fell. It just made a new low. It's weird that it's not moving. They closed the markets? Am I missing something? Yeah, it's just strange. Anyway, this was yesterday's bounce right at 10 a.m. and I was still live streaming and I was kind of watching this bounce, but I didn't take it and I started entering trades not in the best time because I had to go back to my computer. I had to line up those trades. A lot of them are spread trades. Still says minus 92 on CNBC. Yeah, something's weird. Maybe they're not going to open the markets. Futures markets are frozen. It shouldn't be a limit down. Though then again, it actually could be a limit down. Hold on. Let me check something. It might be a limit down from the high. If this is 7%, no, it's only 6%. It shouldn't be a limit down. I don't know why they're frozen. Limit down is 5%. Oh, overnight. It's 5% overnight. Yeah, that makes sense because the market's closed here. This is market close. And since market close, this is market close. And since market close, we are down 5%. Okay, that makes sense. That's why they're frozen. That's why they're frozen. It's since yesterday's close. So when you look at the daily, yeah, that's what you're looking at, because the day closes different. So in the futures market, the end of day future is not at 4 p.m. The end of day future is later. It's either 6 p.m., 8 p.m., or midnight. I forget. It's been years since I traded futures, and it wasn't really all that important. And therefore, but anyway, it doesn't matter. S&P's closed. Lots of nines. Oh, wow. So I have many of my buttons don't work on my keyboard. This makes it so difficult to work with. Let's talk about Bitcoin. So we're still in this triangle, even though Bitcoin rallied. I exited my GBTC trade, not in full. I am still 25% in on that trade, but I took out the rest. I didn't, it certainly went higher after I got off the stream yesterday, but I had already gotten out. Yeah, I've started going long in the market. We'll see if that's, we'll see how that works out, but I'm going long hedged. It's different than most people. I'm not going to get wrecked. Even if the market falls, even if the stock market falls, where's my ultimate bottom? For me, oh, you guys going to see some of the stocks I was looking at yesterday. I really liked Under Armour's bounce. I liked how much it fell. We posted it in a notification chat. I had a double 9, sequential 13, nice strong rebound yesterday. Under Armour is going to get hit because sports are closed. So it had a huge drop and over 50% drop. And I don't think Under Armour is going anywhere. That was a 60% drop. And it was definitely one of the stocks I was looking at yesterday. Also, United Airlines was another one I was looking at yesterday. It's on a combo 13. It had its 9 a couple of days ago. It didn't close very well, but that's another one that's been absolutely crushed for 66%. United isn't going to go anywhere either. It will be back. So a lot of these stocks could potentially give nice opportunities. I'm not showing you my trades this year. Well, maybe next year. We'll see where I take this. Let's go back to Bitcoin. If Bitcoin falls below 4,900, I think it's in a lot of trouble. I think Bitcoin will be in a lot of trouble if it falls below 4,900. Ugly Old Gold had a good video yesterday. I actually watched it this morning. I got to get him on here. I remember when Ugly came on my show, I might do a little flashback of that show. I might just cut out like a 2-minute snippet. I remember when Ugly came on my show and we discussed how this run up to 14,000 created an environment for Bitcoin to fall 80%. So if I take this and I drop it 80%, it puts me right here, absolutely perfectly, right at my perfect buy zone. That's what Ugly and I discussed. Now, Bitcoin already fell about 65, 72%. Look at that, 70, a little lower. Bitcoin already fell 72.5%. Is that close enough to the 80%? I think it is, even though there is a big difference in price. This is 3,800 and this is like 2,800, right? Still $1,000 difference. But as a percentage term from here, it's close enough, okay? And I gotta get that 2-minute snippet when Ugly and I completely discussed this possibility. Bryce, let me read your comment. There has never been a Bitcoin macro market low reversal without a divergence on a daily time frame for the entire history. Your thoughts, Tom? On the daily, see, at the moment, I'm saving every Satoshi, so I'm using the free version of TradingView, and I can't add any more indicators. So I can't check that, I can't validate that, but divergence makes sense. 2.8 is scary, let's be honest. It's scary after the halving. It's not scary before the halving. In fact, I always anticipated it before the halving. So it getting there, even if it's like a few weeks before the halving, I am perfectly fine with it. In fact, I should probably KYC myself with like, well, not Coinbase, because Coinbase is a disaster, maybe Kraken, just so I can, you know, just throw whatever money I have in the bank. But that's me. That's my risk tolerance for Bitcoin. I'm still planning to make videos, but there's going to be changes to this channel, guys. There's going to be changes to the channel. I don't do any more workshops. I'm probably going to start giving away the indicator for free because I'm tired of customer support. And it's more customer support than like sales. It's just like getting annoying. So we'll see which way I go. I'll still have my educational videos. Hopefully people will start purchasing those. But I got a bunch of employees I have to pay, and I can't run a negative business. I can't keep losing money forever. So conferences don't really make much money. The financial summit hopefully will. The other two are not there for profit. Like I pray to break even on those. So it's looking at your yeah. So it's I can either just, you know, retire and move to somewhere in the middle of Thailand, or I can start trading again. So it's one of those two. Trading takes a lot of concentration. I'm not going to be live streaming trading. That's insane. I'll lose all my money that way. That's not how trading works. Trading is hard. Trading needs full concentration. And if I go back to it, there's going to be huge changes to this channel. I'm not going to do Discord, guys. I don't use volunteers. I find volunteers to be more work for me than volunteers provide. So I either pay people to do something, or I refuse the help, because there's no motivation for a volunteer to keep working. Banks started to limit cash withdrawals. That's beautiful for Bitcoin. Absolutely beautiful. Why do you not have private groups for trading? Because I don't want people following my trades. That's not why I'm here. I'm here to teach you how to trade on your own. What's more likely for Bitcoin to first hit 8,000 or 3,000? I don't know. I don't know, guys. Like I said in yesterday's video, I have absolutely no bias right now, whether I'm expecting Bitcoin to go lower or higher. If Bitcoin falls below 4,900, I believe that it's going to go sub 4,000. I think there will be one more low. A lot also depends on the S&P 500. If the S&P 500 crashes more, Bitcoin is going to suffer. Tone, any crypto business ideas? No, I'm just hodling Bitcoin. I lost a lot of Bitcoin investing in Bitcoin businesses back in 2015, so I'm never doing that again. And they were Bitcoin businesses, not shit coins, not ICOs, straight up Bitcoin to help adoption. Failed. I doubt I'll be trading crypto. I'm gonna be like, I can't trade a market where, you know, BitMax did what it did, and it's too dangerous to trade for me Bitcoin. I like my HODL position on a hardware wallet. I'm not gonna risk it on an exchange. But that's me. That's my risk tolerance. I'd rather trade GBTC. What's your take on dollar cost average? It's great. Buy a little bit every week. From a macro perspective, I think we enter a recession. I don't think we'll enter a recession because once this is over, everything will be back. So in the notification service, there's been some great charts because so many things are hitting nines. The problem is that I'm going to throw some up here. Again, for educational purposes only. This is not the kind, this is not a 9 I would buy. I don't like because it's in consolidation. This is the 9 is better to sell right there at the top. But this is not the kind of 9 I would buy. So let's look at another chart. How about MGM? So Vegas closed the casino. See, this is the kind of 9 I would normally buy. This is combo 13 and a double 9. So this is a good one. I like this shadow right here. Now I don't know where this stock closed, and obviously the casino sector has been hit hard. Gambling in the casino sector. Now remember, if people are going to be broke when this is over, a lot less people are going to go to the casinos. A lot less people are going to go gambling. So the gambling sector, like MGM Grand, will probably not recover all that quickly. But that's a nice chart pattern that I normally like buying. ExxonMobil, another one. Another chart pattern I really like buying. I love that reversal candle. And it's being followed by a 9 buy. So ExxonMobil has been crushed as well. And they will recover. Oil's not going anywhere. Do you ever catch yourself trading off emotion instead of logic? If so, how do you combat your emotion while trading? Yeah, all the time. I combat my emotion by having money management. So that if you make a bad emotional trade, it doesn't like kill you. If you guys want to know about money management, if you want to support, please use the affiliate codes if you're going to be trading at Bybit or other exchanges, Deribit, Bybit. Deribit's going KYC now, so it will be fully, legit. Kraken, Embly Card's been saving my ass here in South Africa because I can't exchange money anywhere. It's actually very difficult to exchange money here in South Africa. It's so easy. Like in Ukraine, there is a currency exchange in every corner, and the spread is like 0.2% or less, like 0.1%. It's like non-existent. Like the Republic of Georgia is the same way. In Europe, you can exchange money in many places, but the spread is like 20% on dollars to euros, which is ridiculous. Here in South Africa, it's a big struggle. I had to go to like 4 banks to find a bank that would exchange my US dollars, and then they still wouldn't do it because I didn't have my passport on. So where was I going? Yeah, so products and services, on-demand videos. I did a webinar for risk, position size, and leverage management. So as long and then almost no one cares about this, but if you follow this, you can trade on emotion and be fine. Not all the time, but sometimes. I haven't spoken to Willie in a while. I don't know what Willie Wu's thoughts are. Don't you think if this goes on long enough, it will lead to breakdowns in supply chain and businesses? It already has. That will take up to a couple of years to reintegrate. No, absolutely not. It'll take about a month to reintegrate. When this blows over, everything will come back quick. See, to me, this is more reminiscent of the 9/11 situation than the 2008 financial crisis. So if we go to, historical chart, let me pull up my historical Dow chart. Historical Dow. I need to change this to the S&P because the S&P data goes back further. So here's my historical chart. And you're not going to see 9/11 here. I think that says July 01, September. Yeah, so here it is. So if we look at, let me go to S&P. Let me go weekly, I guess. Weekly is a good one. So S&P is down 1,000 points. That's a lot. That is a lot. If we go back to September 11th, this is the 08 financial crisis. Here it is. There. Now, we were still in a bear market coming off the dot-com crash, but this is 9/11, and the market rebounded once it opened up again. It was closed for about a week. So here is September 10th. This here, it closed the rest of that week. If I go to the daily chart, you'll see it. But then it recovered. Now this one is somewhere in between. Damn, beautiful 9 right there. It didn't mark the low though. We still had a low here, and we had a final sequential 13 there. This is the weekly scale. But you have to trust it. You have to trust your metrics. This is a very different environment. It's a little scary going long the market right now. It's still only on a 4 weekly and it already fell all the way back down, right? We're already at new lows, almost. I don't use volume in my analysis, guys. I don't. I don't use volume. I use price. I'm all about price. My friend Joe is all about the order book. Other people are all about volume. I use price. I use price and I use sequential. I use the shape of the candlestick. That's price. I use chart patterns. I love my triangles. That's price. And I use sequential, which is time. Those are my top three: price and time. Sequential is all about time. It's not about price, it's about time. It's about what day to buy, not what price to buy it at. So those are my metrics. Everyone trades differently. Everyone trades differently. So I believe the Dow hit a 9. Oh yeah, my J doesn't work. I have like literally like 2 keyboards. Oh, DIJ. DJI. I believe the Dow hit a 9. I think. Let's see. One sequential loads. No, not yet. So which Dow hit a 9? Oh, Dow Inc., Dow the company, not the Dow itself. Okay, that's fine. Look, there was a nice bounce off of this. It didn't last very long. I went long here a little too early, unfortunately. I'm gonna go long again here. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna hedge my position a little bit, and we'll see what happens. I like some of these stocks that are getting just crushed and destroyed. Like they can't go that much lower. Here you have GoPro, now a $2 stock, on a 9, the lowest it's ever been, and they have good intellectual property, right? Like you can't lose much on these, and there's a chance that some company is going to buy them out when all of this comes back, because there's about to be a lot of money slushing around the system. I'm also wondering how banks will do. Ooh, Starbucks was another one. Starbucks was the one I was looking at. Yeah, see, normally I would be all over this. This is how markets bottom. On candles like this and a 9, this is what I look for. I didn't enter the Starbucks trade yesterday. I'm going to take a look at it today when market opens. Actually, no, I will not. I'm actually busy today. Shit. Got plans. I'll try to take a look at it. If the market even opens, right? It could be worse than 08. It's possible. Will Bitcoin ever work as a safe haven against the dollar? Yeah, in the future. Did you watch my video? You guys should watch my CNBC interview. Here, I'll post the link. That's the CNBC interview. We talked about that. Are we trading again? No, still stuck. Oil is getting close to my $20 prediction that I've had for a long time. Oil is going to be a nice buy when it bottoms out. when economic activity comes back. Thoughts on gold? I did that yesterday. So look, guys, I was very surprised when gold started going up a lot while the market was crashing. This makes a lot more sense to me. I always expected gold to bottom out around 700, 800, and it never did. Never fell below that 1,000 area. I think gold will be a nice buy off of a 9 soon. I don't think the markets are going to keep falling. I mean, they've fallen enough. As you guys know, I'm a perpetual bull on the stock market because money is being printed and inflation exists. And inflation, stocks are a hedge against inflation. Now, we've had a really big run in the stock market, and you can see it by this historical chart. And even this historical chart, yeah, this is a pretty big dip, but we're still on pace to go way higher. I don't believe this will take us to the bottom of this channel. I still think we're going to go higher. What is that? I'm not sure what that line is. Oh, I know what that is. Okay, strange. Okay. Got it. So this is March 9th. I'm not sure why I even have that here. Can we fall down to the middle line? I guess we could. I guess we can have a 50% correction. It's rare, but it's possible. See, here's the 1987 crash, and a few years later, we were off to the races. I still think that's going to happen. So even if we do end up having a 50% correction, even if the markets fall, I don't have moving averages on here. Even if the markets fall, this is the weekly, let's do monthly. Even if the markets fall down to this monthly moving average, it's okay. We can fall back down to these tops, 50% crash, and then we'll recover. I think we'll recover fairly quickly. I think we'll recover even faster than the 08 recovery. Yeah, let's see what happens in the US with how the virus is spreading. National debt doesn't matter, guys. I've already explained why. 20 trillion with interest adds up. Yeah. Do you know how much interest is of the 20 trillion? Like 15 trillion of the 20 trillion is already interest. So in 20 years, 20 trillion is 50 trillion and 40 trillion of that is interest. Like no one cares. No one cares. Yeah, they're going to print money. They're going to bail out. Please give us the best stock trading website. It doesn't exist. Like guys, you're asking questions that don't make sense. The best broker is the broker that you trade that you like. Like someone asked earlier, is my money safe on Kraken? How the hell do I know? My money is not on Kraken. I'm friends with like 40 people from Kraken. My money is not there. Is my money safe at the bank? I don't know. My money's not there either. Like, thank you, Lucas. Where can I get the license key for the Embly sign up? On my website. If you use the link on my website, the license key will be populated. The license key should be tone. So here, if you go to my website and you go to affiliates and you click on Embly and you agree to the disclaimer, oh, I might be logged in, so I don't want to click on anything else. But if you go to sign up from here, it should automatically populate your license key. Let me try it in incognito mode. Affiliates, Embly. Guys, it's a product that I use, so I have no reason not to be happy with it. If I wasn't happy, I wouldn't be using it. Right, so it worked here. Why didn't it work on my website? Oh, because I was probably signed in. So here, I used incognito mode, and it populated the license key. All right, good. That works. Check out the monthly EMA 89. Guys, I don't like random numbers on my moving averages. If it works for you, it works for you. Tone, you don't factor in the fundamentals. I always factor in the fundamentals. Society is breaking down. Look at the birth rates across the globe and all social unrest. Who will consume? You're watching too much media. The world is getting safer every decade. Every decade has been safer than the prior decade, minus the world wars. Those are exceptions. If you think society is getting more violent, you're living in a bubble watching mainstream media. Okay, I'm walking around South Africa right now, even at night, which don't do it in Johannesburg, but I mean, you shouldn't do it, but like the world is way safer now than it's ever been before, even with this incident. So your view of fundamentals is different than my view of fundamentals. It doesn't mean that I'm right, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you're wrong. But when people say you don't look at the fundamentals, of course I do. But the fundamentals are irrelevant because the only thing that matters is price. Unless you have some kind of an insider knowledge on something, and that which is not fundamentals, which is insider information, and it's only illegal in the stock market. Insider information is perfectly legal in commodities and currencies. There's nothing wrong with that. There is no such thing as insider trading of currencies. When will US debt impact safe haven currencies like gold and Bitcoin? Maybe in a decade, maybe in, I don't know. Guys, I don't know. I don't have any money, I'm broke. What I have left is in Bitcoin. That's why I'm going back to trading. Birth rates are negative throughout most of the world, except India and Africa. Now, this virus, if it kills a significant amount of people around the world, that's going to add to a lower population right now and future lower population. This is why I am not high on real estate. The real estate, I feel, is a bad investment because the world population is about to start declining, and it'll probably be declining for the rest of history. Like the world population is going to peak very, very soon, and then it's going to be on a decline for a long, long, long time. We're talking, I don't know, the next 1,000 years or whatever, as long as we're alive and there's no like crazy geological event. So, and there's so much real estate in the world. There's so much land in the world. Like I know India is all concentrated, but I was driving through India, like with a friend, and like he was telling me how overcrowded India is, and I'm like, really? We've been driving for an hour. I've seen 3 people. I've seen like 3 cows. There is like the big cities are crowded, Delhi, Mumbai, you know, I can name them all day. But try driving from one city to another. All you see is empty farmland. There's a lot of land, even in India. Okay, people choose to be crowded in a city. And with better connectivity, with better technological tools, there's no reason to live in a crowded city. Now, it'll be harder to meet people and get married and have kids, but once you do, there's absolutely no reason to live in a crowded city. Population won't peak in first world countries for some time. Population has peaked in first world countries long ago. Italy, Germany, most of Europe has had negative birth rates. Their population has peaked. This is why they're bringing in a lot of immigrants. When am I coming to India? Probably not in a while. I mean, I was just there last year. If there's a total lockdown 12 months from now, there's going to be, yeah, we'll see. Sweden was once the safest place on earth, but ever since globalization and open borders, Sweden is now the, well, I don't know if I want to say that, the gang rape capital of the world. I don't know if I go that far. That's true, but you're thinking small and locally, right? Sweden was very safe. They had some bad socialist policies, of course, that made their country a lot more dangerous. But they were starting from like, you know, the bar, you know, because like people in a society, right, become safer. The world is getting safer. Like was in Bulgaria, and people said like 10 years ago you couldn't walk down the street, you get shot, and now everyone's hanging out and having fun, you know. So the people that are potentially making Sweden more dangerous because they're leaving their country, and their country is probably safer now than it was 10 years ago, but it's still way more dangerous than Sweden. Eastern Europe is now safer than Western Europe. I don't know if I go that far, but I mean, I was in New York in the 90s when I was like junior high school and high school. It was not a safe place at all. Way safer now. But we also had, you know, Giuliani and then Bloomberg as mayors. De Blasio is making the city a lot less safe, but it's not going to go back to what it was in the 90s. Yeah, Uber was another stock that was looking very good for me. Let's look at Uber. I don't like the candle. How much did Uber fall? Tops out of 9 as well. Uber is down 56%. I mean, Uber could still suffer a little bit because not a lot of people are going out. but we'll see what happens. Look, I don't know if the market is going to go up or down. All I know is I went long. I mistimed it, but the thought process was accurate. Where are we here? Where is S&P? I went long off of a 9 here. There was a 9 on the Dow. I'm just looking at the S&P. That's Uber, that's Dow Jones. I guess I'll just use DJI. Like I went long off the 9. I just went in early. I went in one day too early and I paid for it with my portfolio a little bit. I went long off this 9. I don't see why I wouldn't go long off of another 9. Will this lead us to new all-time highs? I don't know, but I think it's due for a decent correction to the upside. Nothing goes straight down. Is anyone going to get food delivered by a stranger? Well, you're gonna have no choice, right? You can either starve to death. I mean, you can live on a few weeks. I mean, you saw what's in my fridge. I can live on liver. See, Uber is more global. Lyft is more local to the US. I think Lyft's going to suffer way more. I think Uber has a much higher chance of rebounding. Yeah, Tesla's down big. Tesla is going to be, I think Tesla will be a nice buying opportunity soon. Maybe even tomorrow. Again, Tesla's coming up on a 9 at its 200-day moving average. And it probably looks good on a weekly scale too. All right, guys, I think I'm going to call it a day. I think this is it. Oh, we got more notifications in a notification channel. Notification channel is free, guys. There's a link in the video description here below. Here is France on its 9. I don't know. I don't know if I want to buy the French markets yet. What else we got in the notification channel? Yeah, here's Europe. Yeah, I don't like this candle. It's a 9 combo 13, but I don't like the bearish candle here. Maybe the markets are not ready to rebound. By the way, the financial summit is still in the works for November. Understanding Bitcoin still in the works for October. We'll see if people are allowed to travel by then. Maybe this will be worse than I expect. If you want to support, please check out the affiliate page. German DAX just opens 3.5% down. Oil 20 bucks. I think oil will fall to 20 and below, and then it could be a good pickup. I don't know. I mean, there's USO ETF, but I would probably just look at ExxonMobil or other companies. Not much more to say. How are we doing on live views? Got 500 live viewers. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it a day. And still no good camera because I'm using the port for my portable keyboard since I kind of broke my laptop. So that's what we'll have to work with for now. All right, good luck trading, dangerous waters, and I'll talk to you on the next one.